I'm Sean O with Busy Bean, and we're here today with the Busy Bean Sensa coffee machine. Now we're here with the Busy Bean Sensa coffee machine, and we're going to take you through it. We're going to go inside. We're going to figure out how it works. At our main screen right here lists all of the coffee and the coffee drinks that you've got in the machine. We've got 10 on this screen. There's room for 10 more on the other screen, 20 different drinks. You'll see very simply espresso, mild coffee, bold coffee, white coffee. These are all recipes that you can do yourself. You can make them any way you'd like. You can describe the amount of coffee, the pressure, the water temperature. We'll get into that. So take a look at a coffee. We're going to run one. We're going to talk basically about how the machine works. So let's start with a simple espresso. It's very, very simple. We've got espresso. We're going to hit that. We're going to take a look at how it works. When you call up a drink, first off, you can make the drink lighter or darker on the fly individually per drink. So this espresso, you know what? I like it strong. We're going to go up one notch. We're going to hit start. Now we're going to watch how this works. That's going to grind the beans individually for every drink. Producer Doug, get in here. Let's take a look inside. It's grinding the beans, dropping it into the boiler. It is going to extract and press under the correct pressure for perfect espresso. It's going to brew that espresso. It's going to come out right here as we speak. So it dropped into the Swiss flat grinder, into the Italian brewer. These are all the best quality components you can get out there. Here comes our espresso. Take a look there. The crema is fantastic. Deep, deep and rich, makes a fantastic coffee. You cannot find a machine that makes better coffee, but also in this self-contained, very, very simple format. So there's an espresso, very, very simply. Now that's how it works. Now we've got this screen open because I opened the door. This is where we get a little more into it. So we're going to take a look here and look down here, and we're going to go in the machine, and we're going to go in here, put the code in, and we can get inside, and we're going to look at everything. So it comes up here. We've got machine, recipe, product, program, and so forth. Let's take a look at the machine real quick and see what we can control right here. Right there, and producer Doug, go ahead and get in again. Let's take a look real close here. Those are the individual components of the machine. That's the grinder, the boiler, there's your flavors up there. Those are everything. So you can take a look at what's happening. So let's take a look right there at the first. And what do we have? Everything you could imagine can be controlled on this machine, and I mean everything. The temperature of the water down to 1 degree. The grams of coffee that are thrown to 1/10 of a degree. The pressure, the extraction time, the amount of brewing. Absolutely everything can be done on the fly and precisely to its finest adjustment. You can't do that on regular espresso machines. So we've got everything we need right there. If we go back, we take a look. Let's look at the recipes real quick. Now that comes up. We've got the other drinks. We've got the espresso drinks. Let's take a look there. Let's look at the cappuccino real quick. Now what comes up, it tells us the water, it tells us the boiler, it tells us the rotation speed of the mixer, water, the milk amount, the grams. You see the espresso being 8 grams of espresso, 220 milliliters of water. You can make your recipe exactly the way you want it, dialed into its most precise amount that you've ever seen on any machine. So let's take a look back out here. So that's recipes. Let's look at the products. Well, this is where you name your drinks and line them up and tell the machine what you want it to call them. We can go back through that and look at program. Now this is kind of interesting. Rinsing, purification, empty the boiler, all the maintenance that you would ever need to do on the machine. You know, there's something interesting about this machine, and that is that it is designed to never be worked on by a technician. You as the operator and owner can change any of the components inside or plug and play, all Italian and Swiss components, the highest quality you can get. So we'll take another look back in here. And for instance, when we go to a white coffee, it's more components than just the coffee. Let's run this drink, and we'll take a look real quick one more time. We'll hit start. We're going to run that white coffee. So come in here and take a look. Again, we're grinding into the Swiss flat grinder, into the Italian boiler. It's going to press at the correct temperature. You could adjust that pressure to whatever you would like. going to brew and grind, and then we've got the white portion. Over here, we've got your milk, chocolate, French vanilla happen to be set up right now, and it's brewing the coffee. And we'll look at the other component as it comes. These could be used with any other flavors, and a seasonal flavor could be put in the third slot to change up as you move along. So there we go. Our milk is in, mixing and dispensing as we speak into that white coffee. Once again, those amounts can be set by you, any amount you'd like, any recipe. You'll notice the machine also dropped the puck of the dry grounds into a hopper on the side that you will empty occasionally as it fills, about 70 to 100 drinks or so. So let's take a look at that real quick. We've made the white coffee, but let's take a look. We're going to empty the machine. It's one of the few things that you have to do as an operator. The pucks go into a hopper right here. This will hold about 70 to 100 different drinks before you have to empty it. You put it back in, slide your drip tray back in. The machine senses that as it goes back in. Tell the machine that you don't need to reboot it this time for anything. We're right back to the screen. That's all there is to it. That's all the maintenance you would ever have to do to the machine. If there's anything else that needs to be done, the machine will tell you. And that leads us right up here to the antenna on top of the machine. The machine is also Wi-Fi capable. You can hook it up and let it run into your system, and it can be communicating with the home mothership back at the factory. We could monitor your machine for you, and we could tell you if you were out of coffee, or if there was a malfunction, or maybe the water supply was cut off, or there was an electrical problem, or maybe you would like to program the machine remotely. You could do all of that with this machine. The Sensa Busy Bean coffee machine is the most advanced, standalone, simple solution to provide the highest possible quality of coffee drink for your operation. So there you have it. I'm Sean O for Busy Bean. If you'd like any more information, go to info@busybeancoffee.com or our website, busybeancoffee.com.